Yo, what's good? What's good? Hey man, did y'all check out that true story with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes? I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised. It was a good little series, a good little show. I think it was like what, 7 different episodes, or 7 episodes, continuation type thing. It was a drama, right? And it kind of talked about how basically, Kevin Hart character Kid was a successful comedy star, kind of like himself in real life, and then he had an older brother who was kind of like the mess up. Um, and from there, they just kind of went down a series of events. Every time the older brother would try to clean it up, it'll just get worse and worse. Um, Good show. If you haven't checked it out, I would recommend it. It's on Netflix. Worthy of binging. I think every episode is about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, pretty much an hour long, that type deal. I'm sorry, I think it's an hour, yeah. But you know, I watched it just by chance because I can't really say I'm the biggest Kevin Hart fan per se, but this one it was good. He did a good job. I thought everything was awesome. His wife in the movie was Laura London. I thought that was interesting because I didn't see her advertising or anything. That for the beginning of it, it kind of was like she was a secret, but it was cool, man. If you saw it, let me know what you think about it. And now I'm about to go into the spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen it, now would probably be a good time to go ahead and click off of this video. But if you have seen it, let me know what y'all think, man. Did y'all see the twists and turns coming that they put into the series? There was a lot of stuff that really really surprised me, man. A lot of big twists and turns that just caught me off guard. Really caught me off guard. The part when the part the part when I was I don't know. I wasn't surprised Kevin killed the dude. A kid killed the dude. That didn't really catch me off guard because yeah, I mean, if your livelihood is on the line, you're gonna do desperate things or whatever. So that wasn't too big of a deal for me. But um, man, when your girl was still living, that had me bugged out. I was like, oh snap! Did not see that coming at all. That was a hell of a twist. And then I wasn't really surprised that the older brother set up Gene, but I was a little disappointed. Kind of felt bad for Gene. Gene was just a little weird dude who, big fan, right? I was wondering where they was gonna go with that. I thought he was actually gonna kind of get him into a little more trouble. Kind of report to the Greek guys or something along that lines. But I don't know if I necessarily thought he was gonna get murdered. And then the biggest one really was, when Kevin Hart I keep saying Kevin Hart, but when Kid went ahead and cleared himself of all of the burdens, all of the baggage at the end, I was like, man, I didn't see that coming. He played that thing so sweet. But I did have some questions, and maybe I missed something. Um, when he did what he did, right? He didn't wipe the fingerprints off of the gun. So how would the police not point that back to him, right? That kind of caught me off guard. If you look at the sequence of events where he shot two of them cats in the head, I'm trying not to spoil it too bad, but you know, um, like to me, that whole little sequence of events, if they had investigators, like that would point back to him. I would think. Even if as far as the cameras go, you mean to tell me in whatever arena that basketball game was taking place in, they didn't have cameras down there? That was weird. As far as security, for these Greek dudes to be able to just bust past and run this dude down and start shooting like that, and they didn't have no security around. I thought that was kind of strange. Uh, and then let's see what else. You had that. You had that. I thought that was weird. Even as far as is Gene being able to follow those guys and knew that they dumped the body? Like, how did he know they was in the Sprinter van? How did he know they was leaving at that time? Like all of that stuff kind of seemed weird to me. That somebody would be able to track him like that way. Like, who is he? Daredevil. What kind? He got superpowers. Like, how did he know when they was leaving and where they was leaving from? Supposedly, like if you think back to Ari he was saying they was on like the fourth floor where the cameras was off, and it was a hard, it'd be hard to visualize, and people wouldn't know when you come in and come out. So that whole little deal was questionable to me. But again, good show. I enjoyed all the twists and turns. Did you see anything else that made you kind of question or just didn't seem kind of realistic to you? I'm overthinking it, but I do that sometimes. So I'm just curious, did you see anything that made you say, man, they could have did this better, or oh man, they dropped the ball with that, or oh, that wouldn't have worked out that way in real life? Even like as far as he was like, man, I need $600,000 wired. Now I'm poor, right? So maybe rich people could do it different, but my thought was moving that type of money kind of took like an act of Congress, and that stuff was always tracked and everything. Shoot, if I make a deposit in the bank account and it's over, a certain amount, they're like, oh, it's gonna take such and such time for it to clear, and this and that, and all this other type of stuff. And so, being able to, just come up with 600,000 on a drop of a hat, and it don't raise any alarms, that seemed kind of strange to me. Then dude talking about, oh, I don't want a check, I want it in cash. How you do that? But again, maybe that's some rich people stuff that I'm not privy to. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. Good movie, good acting all the way around. I thought the security guard did a good job. I like how at the end he was like, look, you know what I'm worth. Let's make this thing right. I like how he stood up for himself in that respect, and I like that I like this character. I thought everybody did a good job. I thought all the characters played their parts. The Greek dudes, they didn't really look intimidating to me. They didn't look like anybody you'd be scared of. But again, as I always say, you can't judge a book by its cover, because you just don't know what's in a person's head. You don't know what's in a person's mind. But kind of cold blooded that they had old girl wound up getting killed for real. But hey, it is what it is. I guess that's the world. If you're in that world, that's a side effect of it. So, all right, my 2 cents. Let me know what you think, man. Did you see the movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you dig seeing Wesley Snipes in that role? I think, man, kudos to Wesley. Awesome acting as usual. I'd like to see him in more stuff. Who was your favorite character? What was your favorite scene? What was the scene? What was something that stuck out to you? What was, any of that type of stuff? And yeah, just pop it down in the comments. All right, cool. Y'all be straight. Peace.